Hello folks, welcome to my channel, and today I will tell you about a second mistake made by Dave in one of his videos. Who is Dave? Dave is an American guy who has a channel on YouTube whose name is Dave's English. Dave is very keen on monitoring other English teaching channels with a view to spotting any significant mistakes, and I wholeheartedly approve of this practice. I think that if you claim yourself to be a teacher, you must be held accountable for what you teach. And I hold myself accountable for abiding by the same standards. There is another video in which I talk about the first mistake made by Dave, and today we will talk about a second mistake which I have spotted by myself while watching one of his videos. And this mistake is not just a slip of the tongue, it's a fundamental misconception which Dave disseminates in his video. So let's get down to business.
So we're going to first talk about this because this is fundamentally incorrect when we look at the grammatical structure. Now in both of these sentences, it looks like to go and to eat are actually infinitives, but they're not. Well, at least not in the second one. In the first sentence, I want to go, that is an infinitive. So we have our subject, I, our verb, want, and then our infinitive, to go. In the second sentence, however, that is a different structure. Need to is actually a modal verb. So in this situation, it is I, and then need to as the modal verb, and then eat as our base verb after the modal verb. So need to functions just like might, must, may, shall, will, should, any type of modal verb. Have to is also a modal verb, and it functions the same way as need to. So therefore, these are two fundamentally different sentences. In the first sentence, to is part of the infinitive. In the second sentence, need to in that situation is part of the modal verb.
So guys, let's have a closer look at the points which Dave makes. The first point he makes is that need is a modal verb in this sentence. I need to eat. In his opinion, the verb need in this sentence is modal. And it's absolutely not so. It's absolutely false. I agree that the verb need can be modal, but it can also be a main verb, a lexical verb. That is why it has a specific name, which is a semi-modal verb. So, if it was a modal verb, in that situation we would need to get rid of this particle, to. So we would have something like I need eat. But here is another problem, which comes down to the fact that it's not okay to use the modal need in affirmative sentences. So we could change this sentence. Nobody need eat. Okay, now this is the right sentence. If it was like that, it would be fine. You can see a piece of the article which I have found on this topic, semi-modal auxiliary verbs. And we can read here, there and need are considered semi-modal because they can also function as main verbs, able to take nouns and infinitives, and so on. So you can find this article and read for yourself. So this is the first point, which is wrong. The second point which Dave makes, and which is also wrong, is that in this sentence, eat is not an infinitive. It doesn't even matter if need to is modal or if it's not modal. It doesn't matter. Even if it was modal, eat would remain an infinitive. What else can it be other than an infinitive? Let's take this sentence. I can do it. Can is a modal verb. So what? Does it change the fact that do is an infinitive? No. So, as you can see for yourself, Dave made 2 wrong points.